Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. You can actually call me Panda Pajama Grandma if you want today. In case we haven't met, go ahead and put hashtag pajama in the comments below. That way I know it's the first time you are seeing my face or hearing my voice. I am thinking about spirals today. I don't know why, but I woke up thinking about upward spirals versus downward spirals, and how in certain times of my life, of course, I have experienced both. And I was realizing that either one were more impacted by what I was thinking and what I was feeling at the time than anything else. If you ever woken up in the morning, you're climbing out of bed and you stub your toe. And you stub your toe and something else happens. Your hot rollers don't work. Or, yeah, I still use hot rollers. I know, my sisters were teasing me the other day. They're like, what do you mean you don't use a curling iron? I'm like, I almost never curl my hair, but when I do, I use my hot rollers because it's quicker. And they proceeded to tell me why that was wrong. A downward spiral. But I was thinking about, how my thinking impacts what direction my life is going. And whether it's going up or down is 100% determined by the thoughts I'm thinking, the feelings I'm feeling, and what is going on, and not what's going on around me so much as what I am thinking and feeling about what is going on around me. Have you ever noticed that? Does that happen to you? I'm going to say, I bet it does, because I think that's how we work as human beings. So downward spirals and upward spirals, I was just contemplating, times that have been tough for me in my life were because the things I was thinking about were not good positive reactions to the things that were going on or happening around me. Versus the times when things are going really, really well in my life, it's because I'm thinking about and appreciating and being grateful for all the blessings that I have in my life. Now, the funny thing is, I've always had incredible blessings in my life. I live in America. We live in the greatest company. We live in the greatest country in the world. And people don't have to agree with me on that. That's my opinion, and I get to have my opinion, just like you get to have your opinion, of course, about everything. But I live in a beautiful home. I have an amazing family. I've been really, really blessed throughout my entire life, and even times that were bad in my determination were probably really, really good according to most people's standards. And so why would I have ever let myself get into a downward negative thinking spiral? I don't know. I think it's human nature, and I think it helps us to appreciate the good times. But that's what I was thinking about today. And I had a pretty light weekend with respect to online business and computer things. I was doing a lot of thinking things and building things and planning things, because I think that sometimes we forget to spend some time planning things, and we jump into them without working out exactly, well, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? I know that's why I started doing this Facebook Live, is because I wasn't keeping track of what I'm doing. Now, if you've been watching it for, I believe today is day 170, the last 170 days, God bless you, because some of them have been horrendous. But I've noticed, excuse me, and you've probably noticed that I have gotten sidetracked by a lot of shiny objects. And I think I was giving myself an excuse that was part of the process and that's what I had to do, instead of thinking about what works best for me, what am I best at, and how do I approach a problem and solve a problem and learn something new. And instead of learning it my own way and the way I normally would learn anything and do anything that I do, I somehow had fallen into this trap of thinking that I had to do it like everybody else does. Guess what? I don't do anything like everybody else does, so why would I learn online businesses and do online business like anybody else does? I wouldn't. And that's part of what got me thinking about, well, what am I struggling with? Well, I'm struggling with trying to do other people's plans, trying to do things other people's way. And that never has worked for me. So why would it work for me in online business? It doesn't. So I need to just take the bull by the horns and get back to doing things the Pajama Grandma Sharon Horne-Ellstrom way, because that's the only way that will ever work for me. And when I do that, I don't even care about shiny object syndrome. I set my goal, my objective, I plan how I'm going to get there, and then I do it. And if I'm doing that, then there is no shiny object syndrome, because I'm focused on what it is that I want. And it either, when I see something or when something comes into my awareness, it's either moving me toward what I want or away from what I want. If it's moving me toward what I want, yeah, I want to see those shiny objects. If it's moving me away from what I want, I won't even see it. I'll just ignore it and move on. So today I've got 4 interviews this week. I am like really excited because I'm doing interviews for Supersize Your Business now, as I've made a change in direction and things I need to do for my business. And I've got really some incredible people coming on this week. People that you wouldn't even necessarily think you need them for your business, but you absolutely positively do, because they can help you move it ahead in ways that you never imagined possible. Subtle ways that make a huge difference in how successful your business is. And I've got one of those today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday. So I'm really excited about that. Not sure how I'm going to fit them all in, but, well, I'm going to fit them all in. I'm not sure how I'm going to process and share all them, but I do need to hop online and start promoting them so people know about them. Then I am working on a new webinar, a new web class, or it might not just be a webinar, or it might be a speech. I might actually break out of my comfort zone and do some speaking. I haven't done any speaking for a really long time. Actually, since I left corporate America, I have done almost 0 speaking. So I'd kind of like to get back into some of that. And so I could use that webinar that I'm writing, and I'm not writing it, I'm doing the slides and outlining it and planning it. I might be able to use that for a speech. I was thinking about a book and an idea to get a book done fast, because I've got all the content. I think that it's just a matter of pulling it together and getting some help, because I need to continue to improve my ability to ask for and find and attract the right help to me. And my usual stuff this week. Plus, my usual stuff this week. Coaching calls, expert secret mastermind group, and my content, because one of my favorite things to do, I've discovered I love creating content. So one of my favorite things to do every single morning is create content like this and share it with the world. So that's what I'm up to. What are you up to today? What are you doing to move yourself in the direction you want to go? Because if we're moving ourselves in the direction we want to go, that is an upward spiral. So what can you do to begin upward spiral in your life and getting you moving, jettisoning toward what it is that you want? Share in the comments below, because I would love to know. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.